Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Football Now for the latest round of Premier League fixtures. We're going to run you through the betting odds and give our own predictions. As you can tell by the title of this video, we'll be focusing on Manchester United taking on Bournemouth. Man United heading into the game off the back of a 2-1 home win against Chelsea in midweek. They'll be looking to pick up another 3 points at home at Old Trafford this weekend against a Bournemouth side who have recently experienced an increase in form themselves to pull away from that bottom three in the Premier League. Before we go into that in more detail, Connor, do you want to talk us through those betting odds first of all?
Yeah, can't believe I'm saying this, but sixth place, Manchester United go off. It's quite heavy favourites here at Old Trafford. 11 to 20 there, pretty much 1 to 2. And it's, we say it every week. It's hard, isn't it? Because Manchester United, they just seem to be getting the points on the board. They see they've won 4 out of the last 5 games in the Premier League. And they're at Old Trafford as well. But Bournemouth are, with Man United, you don't know what you're going to get from them. Bournemouth are in a lot of form themselves. I mean, you see there on the screen. Where are they? They've won 3 out of the last 5, drawn the other one, and lost another. So both teams in form. This is the sort of game that you could just imagine killing your ACCA. Say you got a 4 or 5 fold on, and you've got like a 13 to 10 in there, and you're getting all giddy, and then probably the one at the shortest odds that you've put in kills it. How many times has that happened? This is a banana skin. This, and listen, I could say that I think Man United will win, but 11 to 20, come on, how many banana skins? If anybody who does ACCAs every single week knows that there's always a short odds banana skin there, and this is absolutely black and white, clear cut what that is. Stay away from it, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just one of them, hasn't it? You just don't know what to predict. How many times have we backed or picked against Man United on these videos, which we do, and they end up just scraping a win, whether it's 1-0 or a 2-1 in the last minute,
or 2 90th plus minute goals to turn a 1-0 defeat into a 2-1 win. Bloody Brentford. McTominay, of all people, as well, getting a brace. What on earth?
Did it again last night as well against Chelsea. Scott McTominay, he's one of the few bright sparks in that United side right now. I mean, give him credit, he's probably the one player there who looks like he cares, because the body language of some of them absolutely reeks.
Yeah, it's straight though, isn't it? Sorry, but
yeah, he is shit. Yeah. He is. You look at the injuries first of all before we go into the games. You've got Casemiro, Diallo, Eriksen, Malacia, Martinez, and Mount all ruled out. Jadon Sancho, of course, still trading with the academy side by the looks of it. And for Bournemouth, equally long injury list. Aarons, Adams, Fredericks, Kelly, Macondes, Randolph, and Scott all also ruled out for this game. We look at Bournemouth first of all and their recent results. Like we said, the last 4 games they haven't lost. They've won 3 and they've drawn 1. The one draw being a 2-2 draw at home, to Aston Villa. A great result for anyone right now. We saw it at Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Brilliant result. So good wins in there as well at home to Newcastle.
Even that loss was against Manchester City, so at the Etihad. So you can't even criticise them too much there. And then before that was a loss to Liverpool, and then before that they beat Burnley. So if you stretch him further back, they're only losing against title chasers.
Exactly, they're in a brilliant. Like we looked at the table there. I'll get it back up. You can see them now. They've really started to pull away from that bottom 3. If I can actually show you the bottom 3, that would help. But yeah, now look, my maths isn't great. 9 points above Everton in 18th place. Everton got a game in hand. Of course, we know about the points deduction. But if Bournemouth carry on in this reign of form, which is never a guarantee of any side, especially a side in the bottom half of the table. You never know, but could be looking a lot more positive for them. We saw them last season. At some point, they looked doomed, didn't they, to go down, and they turned around and they stayed up. They'll be looking to do the same again this season. Sorry, Man United, as I mentioned, 2-1 home win at Chelsea last night, and Arner again at fault for the Chelsea goal. Yeah, and before that, losing away at Newcastle 1-0, which could have easily been 4 or 5. I'm led to believe. I didn't watch it, but from what I've heard,
they almost equalised as well. I mean, it would have been typical United, because it really could have been 4 or 5, and then if it wasn't for the ball hitting Harry Maguire before it went in the net, that goal might have been onside. And then Harry Maguire, by the way, Premier League Player of the Month.
Hey, he's
Harry
what?
Maguire is the Premier League Player of the Month.
Is he?
Yeah, that's a giant two fingers to Terry and Ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tommy Evans and Harry Maguire, centre back partnership for Manchester United, Player of the Month.
Watching Johnny Evans come on last night against Chelsea, I had to just check. Like, is this 2023? Like, I remember watching it play, when I was a kid.
I saw it on the touchline. His walker was getting oiled before he came on.
They had to plug him in to recharge him. I mean, fair play to the guy, but yeah, we've mentioned them there in sixth. I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how they are there. It only feels like a matter of time. Look, for me, Connor, Newcastle are going to finish above them. In my opinion, it's a Saturday. The top six this year. Take Man United out and put Newcastle in there. I think that'll be the top six in whatever order it'll be in. Connor will be hoping it'll be saying in that order as an Arsenal fan. But with United, you just don't know. Like, my gut feeling is, again, I feel like if I pick them to win and they lose, I'll be kicking myself for thinking, how did you possibly not see that coming? But equally, the amount of times I've said, okay, I'm going to go for the away side to beat them at Old Trafford, and they end up winning 1-0 or with a goal in the last minute, which goes in off fucking Scott McTominay's arse. And you're like, oh, fuck. And they've managed to get the win and they've kept going. You're like, how are they doing it? But the toxicity that's on that going on at that club right now, leaking stuff to the media, the players and stuff, it's only a matter of time until those wheels come flying off. I don't know how long Ten Hag's got left in the job. I don't think it will be long.
It's time to go.
And yeah, it is time. No, let's keep him there. Keep him there. He can stay as long as he wants if they carry on like this, because I think we're all enjoying it. But yeah, it's just a strange one. Marcus Rashford, of course, didn't start against Chelsea. I think he was dropped after Newcastle, wasn't he?
Dropped, yeah. I mean, apparently, from what I've heard, they think the source of the leaks is Anthony Martial and Marcus Rashford. Which, I mean, it's it's there's just doesn't feel like there's any unity there, doesn't there? You can. I mean, you can imagine there's a group of players: Martial, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and all these players are on one side, and the manager on the other side. I mean, when you watch, I mean, I'm going to use, say Unai Emery and the Villa team, or Arteta and his team, or Eddie Howe, or Jurgen Klopp. You see those, right? There's a real sense of unity. There's a bond there. There's a family there, and it helps. I can't remember a time where Erik ten Hag has even smiled at one of his players. It just seems so frosty there, doesn't it? And that's not sustainable, and that's not a recipe for success. So I think something has to give there. Whether you're on the side of the player or the manager, you just can't continue like that. And there's no smoke without fire. If the rumours are that Rashford and Martial are leaking stuff, I'm going to believe those things. Because one thing I've learned from being sort of in and around this industry is that rumours generally are pretty true.
Yeah, there you go. I agree. Whether it's true or not, we don't know. But the body language of some of those players right now. I mean, I can honestly say, I don't know about you, Connor. I can honestly say, in watching Liverpool since I was about 8 years old, there have been some poor Liverpool sides, but I've never ever felt that there have been a Liverpool side that don't care or don't want to be there or aren't trying. Man United right now, they don't look bothered, a lot of them. Like I said to Scott McTominay, give him his credit, because he looks like one of the few who actually cares. He's got a drive to be there. And you shouldn't be praising someone for that.
Passion. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You shouldn't be.
Yeah, that should be the formality. That should be the bare minimum. You shouldn't be praised.
I remember once, and it always stands out to me. This it was Sean Dyche, but he was the manager of Burnley, and he was asked in a post-match interview. The interviewer said to him, "You must be proud of the effort and the work rate of your boys today." And he said, "Well, no, because they get paid 50 grand a week. I expect them to work hard. That's the bare minimum. I'm not going to praise them for that." And it always stands out to me. That is the absolute bare minimum. You can't necessarily help what quality you have. If you're out of your depth, you're out of your depth. But you can help putting a shift in. And some players, they just don't do that. I mean, Marcus Rashford. I mean, part of the reason why he was dropped may have been because of his if he is leaking stuff, I don't know. We don't know for sure. But part of it must have been his performance against Newcastle. I mean, it was just so poor. There was no tracking back. It's not like Marcus Rashford, but he's a Manchester United boy. And, if he doesn't seem to care, then that's a really bad sign.
Yeah, it is. Long may it continue, though. We move on to the prediction phase. I'm going first this week as Connor looks to claw that gap there, as you can see on the screen. I'm going to go for, do you know what? I'm going to go for Bournemouth 2-1 because it's in my head. And if it happens and I don't pick it, I just know that I'll be kicking myself. So I'm going to go 2-1 away win for Bournemouth at Old Trafford. And that's what I'm going to say. One of yours.
I'm actually gonna go for a Man United win. 3 points of Manchester City. I mean, the Man United play before City. They do, don't they? Manchester United, if they beat Bournemouth, will go level on points, albeit probably only temporarily, with Manchester City. How on earth has that happened? I don't know. That's just not. I mean, Jesus Christ! Can we just get the table up again? Let's bring the table up again. I mean, look at us. Go up. Stop. The fact that you've got to go up for Man United makes me sick. But look at that goal difference. 0. How boring are they? 0. They've scored 18 goals, which is the same as Bournemouth. I mean, it makes me sick. But, all that being said, I'm going to go with the Man United win. And I'm going to go 2-0. I'm even going to back him to keep the clean sheet. I'm going to back him to get that goal difference to +2.
Feeling brave.
Yes.
Back at United win, but a clean sheet too. But we'll see what will happen. It's one of those, like you said, in terms of the odds which we had on screen. You just don't know what's going to happen. It is one probably to stay away from an Acker's perspective. That concludes our Man United versus Bournemouth preview. You can check out all our other videos we'll be doing over on the channel on Football Now. You can check out all our other affiliated channels too in the description. I'll put links down there. We will see you in the next video for the 3 o'clock games on Saturday.